It's no secret that esports is one of the fastest growing industries in the last 10 years, okay? Crypto is obviously the same, where it has grown massively as well, but the project I'm going to show you today actually combines those two in a fantastic way that I think has a lot of potential here. So, without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, so this is Gambit. Gambit is a fantastic project, and what it allows you to do is actually have a tokenized player on an esports team in which you can then trade that player's performance. And I know that sounds very complicated, but imagine it like this. You've got a player on Team Spirit, as you can see on the left-hand side here, called Satanic, right? They are predicted to win the oncoming game, and therefore you can invest in that player and expect that player's price to go up, in the same way you would buy a meme coin, the same way you would buy a project in crypto, right? So what this is doing, it's fractionalizing and tokenizing each individual player and allowing you to trade based on their performance, right? This ecosystem is groundbreaking, and it's essentially what esports needs to get to that next level. With this project, they're actually doing fantastically already. They've raised 8.7 million in various different rounds, and they have partners such as Polygon, Dragonfly, and Grab, to say a few of them, right? So, fantastic so far, and definitely an ecosystem that is unique and already thriving. What we will say with these guys is it's definitely appropriate to start trading these players earlier rather than later, because the more people that you are trading on here, or the more people that do get into this, the harder it is going to be to make money, right? Because if you look at any betting site or anything like that, then, or even any exchange, more liquidity is added, and therefore less volatility happens based on those prices, right? So what we will say with this is, yes, if you do want that massive volatility where you can make ridiculous gains, definitely get over to this site now, particularly if you're into Dota or a Battle Showdown, where you can actually not necessarily bet on the players, but in fact trade the player's performance as a separate asset. If we were to click on Satanic here, right, one of these players, we can actually see that we have the price here and a little fee. If you're wondering where this fee actually goes, obviously it goes to the platform, but a small portion of that fee actually goes to the player, okay? So imagine that you are an esports player, you're good, you're coming up, right? You put yourself onto this site and people start betting on your performance or your esports team, right? You're actually going to get a percentage of all of that money that goes in and that people are trading on your personal assets. And for me, this is something that is groundbreaking. This is something that is definitely a whole new aspect to trading, and I think this thing is going to really take off. In terms of the games and the esports you can kind of get involved with right now, they do only have Dota 2 and Battle Showdown, but they plan to introduce games such as Valorant, League of Legends, Apex, okay, CSGO, PUBG, Rainbow Six, and of course my favorite, Rocket League, okay? So imagine you are watching a Rocket League match and then one of your players score and you've already purchase some of their personal asset here with bits, you're actually going to gain a percentage on that investment based on the results of that game. So if you have a massive, like a show-stopping player in any of these games that these guys introduce, right, you will actually gain from their performance. And this is something that is interesting, right? Because it's not like gambling where you're betting on one side and maybe you make, I don't know, 10% if they win. This is actually based on the player's performances, and the more people that believe in one result, the more money is made based on that result, right? Because if you think of it like you were betting on a meme coin or something like that, or an asset, the more people that bet on that asset, the higher it goes. So this is creating more volatility in this market based on the player. That's going to make more money for the player, the esports team, Gambit. It's going to make more money for the users as well, the people that are actually investing in these guys. This is something that is groundbreaking. This is something that is going to completely shake up the entire entire system of not just gambling, but trading in general, right? If you have a sport, if you have an esport that you like, this whole system is going to be fantastic for that. So how do you actually get involved with this? Well, it's very, very easy, okay? All you got to do is add some bits, all right? So what you're going to do, you can do this with credit card, of course, but you can also just transfer it to your wallet. And this is super, super simple, okay? So you have your wallet, obviously, with MetaMask or any of your normal wallets. You connect that to the platform, and then, yes, you're going to switch your network to Base or whatever a network you have selected when you have signed up for this. But Base is probably going to be the cheapest, so that's probably what I would advise anyway. And yeah, very, very simple to do that. All you got to do is fund your wallet. So you're not actually depositing onto the platform, guys. You're actually depositing into your wallet, and it's all, again, super decentralized in that aspect, and you control your own funds. And this is something that is massive, in my opinion, okay? You can also earn credits by using the platform as well, and you can actually trade those credits for these as well, right? So what we're going to do here to get some bits is actually transfer to wallet, and then, yeah, we're going to send, as it says, 0.001 Ethereum, which is, again, not a lot of money anyway, to your wallet to start trading. Once you've got that, you essentially would just pick a player, right, like we've got here. Let's say we want to invest in this guy, and then you can buy as many bits as you want, all right? And you can actually see the amount that it's going to cost you if you were to buy those, right? So we can see here $89 would be if I were to buy this here, okay? Or if I wanted to buy just one of this guy's bits, then yeah, it would be $28 there. Very, very simple, okay? And then the more people that buy this, the more money you're going to make by trading this as an asset, okay? So fantastic stuff there. I imagine they will introduce things like graphs and charts and stuff for each of these players as well. But what we will say as of right now, it is a very good functioning platform and definitely something that you should be checking out. A little bit of stats about this project before we do close out this video, guys. What I will say is they've already had nearly $7 million in volume, okay? The fees generated for the players, okay, we can see is at 56,000, okay? And that's actually ridiculous. When you look at all the players on here, you're probably looking at like maybe a few $1,000s each for these players already, okay? And that's something that's not really been done before. It's very hard to earn money in esports. So this allows people that watch those players to earn money, of course, and if they have a good eye for those players, they can earn money. And it also allows the players themselves to earn even more money at that, okay? So really shaking up the ecosystem here. And in terms of rewards here for people that essentially have bought those bits and traded those players themselves, yes, people have made over $200,000 doing this already. So if you are into esports, definitely check this platform out, okay? Even if you're not into Dota, guys, these guys are going to add all of those games I talked about, so definitely check these guys out because there is going to be massive, massive potential here to earn money just by trading your favorite players, okay? Good stuff. That's going to be it for this video. Definitely check this out in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.